My name is Bariyat Tudu from Dumka district, Jharkhand, and
Okay.
I'm primary teacher, and also I am YouTuber. And if I talk about my hobbies are reading book, English book, and I like traveling, beautiful place, whether I can go like this. And yes, it is my brief introduction.
Okay. So you are a primary teacher. So what subject do you teach, sir?
Yes, in Jharkhand there is a I am teacher in government school, and
Yes, sir.
Jharkhand there is official language Hindi, and
Hmm.
my school is Hindi medium school, and there is I am alone, and I teach to the student all subject, and
Okay. Miss, you are teaching in government school, sir. So you are only teacher in your school.
yes, only I am teacher, only single teacher I am.
Sir, how can it possible? Because uh, from which standard do you teach and how many classes are there?
1 to 5 classes.
So one to five
One to
classes, sir. So there, yeah, yeah. So there will be five classroom or only one classroom.
e- two classroom,
Two classrooms.
two
So,
classroom.
sir, how do you manage two classrooms in one time? And all the students, like 1 to 5, all levels are different, all classes are different.
Okay, there is a small village, and now total student are there in my school 53 student. But I face very
Okay.
difficult to manage the class. But
Yes, sir.
what I will do? This is the government order, and there is a lack of the teacher, so that I am alone. Before
I said, sir, if there will be this type of facility and there are more than 50 students in a government school and there is only one teacher, so what will be the future of that student? Government is not taking any serious uh, steps. They must arrange a teacher.
yes, your question is right. I think that future of the student, what will be next time, so that yes, it is a difficult matter, so that I can't say about this because uh, I have to I have to manage, and I have to feel the my duty, and
Yes, sir, I can understand.
I think that be my student learn very much uh, related to the study. But you said very right that how is possible that a student will get a good uh, quality education.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes.
sir. Because teacher has not only teach the student, teacher are responsible for the bright future of the student. And now all the students are from 1 to 5th class, and they all are child. So if at the starting their schooling days, if they don't get proper education, so uh, after passing their school, they will not get good education because it's nowadays it's their time of learning. And now you know very well, sir, nowadays in government school only those parents send their children, those who are very poor, and those children who have some money, they send their children, they enroll their children in private school. So those students who are coming in your school, in your government school, and we are from like state like Jharkhand and Bihar, there only poor parents send their children to this type of school. And that's why I'm asking. The future of their children will be very bad because our children has to uh, teach all the students, uh, give them test, conduct examination. So many responsibility of teacher for the student, not only teaching.
Yeah.
How can a teacher can give the task of all the classes, he will give tasks to the first classes, second classes, third classes, and after giving them tasks, teacher also has to check our student is doing wrong or right. And not our school going student have to teach not only one subject, they have to teach all subject like, okay, SST, science, maths, English. So it is not possible for one teacher in government school to teach all the students. That's why I am asking, their future will be in dark.
Yeah. But there is a lack of teacher in any school. Uh, middle school also and primary school there is a lack of the teacher. In middle school there unit happens 4 5 teacher, but there are 2 teacher. So that
Okay.
I think that in my area there is the problem of the teacher, and so that it may be effect for the children.
To start your spoken English journey.
Okay, sir. I start English spoken journey before 5 months, and
Okay.
when I was a student at that time, I was studying in Hindi medium school, and that time I could not learn English. So that time I was reading English book very well, very clearly, but I could not learn the language. And I was eager to learn the English language. How I will learn English language, because I take interest very much in the English language since my childhood. So that I thought that I should learn English language. And I have 2 kids, and they are studying in Hindi medium school. And I think that in Hindi medium school, there is no environment for learning English. So that I think that I should learn English, and I will teach my kids English language uh, along with the English grammar. And after that, I will teach English language, so that definitely my kids will learn English. I am thinking like this, so that I have to learn English at this time. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, your thinking is very nice, sir. And because we know that in the village area, there is no environment of speaking English. There are so less teacher of English in village area. And
Yeah.
if they teach English, they teach only English in terms of grammar. They teach only grammar. English teacher don't focus on speaking in village area, because I'm also from the village area. When I was in my school days, my teacher, okay, taught me English, but in terms of grammar. Oh, you should learn grammar, and you should make translation, make sentences. You should learn old method of learning English. Ta hai, te hai, chuka hai, chuki hai. In this method, they are teaching.
Yeah.
And when I came to Delhi, I got a new methods to learn English, new method to communicate with the people, how to communicate with the people. We don't need to learn ta hai, te hai, chuka hai, chuki hai. Because whenever we speak Hindi, we don't say मेरी माँ खाना बना चुकी है, मेरी माँ ने खाना बनाया है. That's we say. In speaking, just we speak just Hindi, and the same way speak English. There is no this type of any rules and regulation. We have to follow certain steps to learn English, and you are able to speak English.
Yes. Yes. It is the problem for Hindi medium school. Sir, I want to ask you, did you have a study in English medium school or Hindi medium and
No, no,
any
sir.
other medium?
I am also a student of Hindi medium school. I studied all my subjects in Hindi, and now I'm also from village. I'm also from Bihar, your neighboring state. Now
Yeah,
I'm living in Delhi, and I also studied all the subjects in Hindi. And when I came here, because that time in village, there was no that of environment. Every student who are teaching with me, every my classmates, all classmates are studying all the subjects in Hindi. But when I came to Delhi, I realized that oh, the students are also uh, studying their all subjects in English. Now I am teaching. I am running my online offline institute, so I have to teach all the subjects in English. Suppose I am teaching mathematics, science, SST. So I have to teach SST, science, math, all the subjects in English.
yeah,
And nowadays it's a great craze among the people. All parents want their children to enroll nowadays in private school. And nowadays in private school, teachers also communicate with the students in English. So nowadays this is the environment, and nowadays we see just like you said, you know the importance of English. You told I'm learning English so that I can teach my children in a better way, so that I can teach my children communication, how to talk to in English. But still, there are so many parents in still village. They want their children to learn English, but he or she not able to speak English, and even they are not illiterate, they are not good enough to learn English. So it's very bad condition nowadays village in terms of speaking English. English is a big challenging those who are living in village, because there are less people, there are less teachers who teaches communication. I think there they teach
yeah,
English, but only they teach grammar and translation. They don't say their uh, student, oh, you should speak English, because the teacher also doesn't know how to speak English. So how will they motivate their student to speak English if the teacher are not able to speak English? They teach only
yeah,
grammar and translation in a
yeah,
village
yeah.
area.
Yes, yes. In Hindi medium school, that kind of teacher are there because they are they they were student of Hindi medium, so that they don't know uh, English language. They cannot uh, communicate the English language with the other people, so that they have to teach grammar rule and many kind translation like this.
Yes,
Nowadays running in the school, so that
yes.
it is the automatically this is the right matter because they uh, don't know English language properly. Then how they communicate with the people?
Yes. And the Hindi medium school, there is a English teacher, but English teacher only teaches all their students English subject. Means they teach their poem, story, and they read all the poems, they read all the stories, and they translate that things and they explain that things in Hindi, and they teach translation and grammar, but they never focus, they never told their students to speak in English, because they also don't communicate with the students in their class in English. Only they read. Suppose I am teaching, I am a village teacher, or I am teaching in village English. So I will read any story and I will read poem, and I will tell them Hindi of that poem or that story. I will not, okay, told them in, I
Yeah.
will not communicate with the students in English, so that student will motivate in speak in English, because
Yes.
they has to get only marks. Their responsibility is only to getting their student good marks in exam, not focus on their communication. That's why the condition of village is not good, and especially in Hindi medium school.
Yeah. Yeah. It is right, sir. I think that, however, the intelligent student they can manage next time for the English learning, English language, if they want. to learn English language. And I think that it is very difficult. So, most of the student, they cannot achieve the English language. They can communicate and they can understand in their higher class how to read. And especially I think that in science subject, in college, there is happening only English language. That time they face to problem.
I also saw a lot of students who studied all the subjects in Hindi medium up to 10 standard. And after completing their 10 standard, many students want to be engineer, want to be a doctor, and want to do higher study. And they suddenly uh, change their subject. They suddenly change their medium. They switch on from Hindi medium to English medium because they have to be an engineer, they have to be a doctor. So he has compulsion to read all the subjects in English. Like suppose he wants to be engineer, so maths, physics, or chemistry, or for the medical, uh, physics, chemistry, and biology. So he or she has to study all the subjects in English. So that time
Yes.
they get many problems because they have studied all the subjects in Hindi and suddenly they have to switch their subjects in English. So they are getting many problems. So now, uh, from our schooling days, uh, we should
Yes.
encourage uh, encourage students, okay, about English language.
But I think that our India is the language of Hindi. It is the very, very most. Every country knows that Hindi is spoken in India. So that I value Hindi and so that
No, no, sir. We respect Hindi. Everyone respect. Our mother tongue is Hindi. I'm not denying it. I'm not saying it. We respect Hindi. But what happens, sir, if you go anywhere for the interview, interviewer also asks you question in English. So that time, if you are not able to speak English, they will not hire you. So it is
yes,
compulsory for the Indians to learn English. We are not
yes,
denying the importance of Hindi. But for your future growth, for your job purpose, you must know English. If you don't know English, you will not be selected. So for
yeah, yeah,
the bright future, for the interview, for the business purpose, for the advertisement purpose, we must have to learn English. Nowadays, we can't uh, ignore the importance of English language. We must have
yeah,
to learn English.
yeah. Yes, 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 sir, is right. Because we should and our kids should learn English now. This time in India, in all over India, uh, English became very, very most. So that I think that for next generation, I think that there will be uh, English speaking in our India mostly.
Yes. No.
Yes.
Yes. The next generation. Okay. But still, English is important from nowadays because nowadays it's the era of social media. If you go anywhere, if you use any social media, the language of social media is also English.
Yeah.
So nowadays we can't deny the importance of English. And sir, if you go, if you are living in any metro city like Delhi, Mumbai, if you go only a normal restaurant, the staffs of there they also talk to you in English. If you go malls, they also talk to you in English.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Right. Uh, uh, Especially, I think that there South India, there is the people don't understand Hindi language, and
definitely, sir, if you go
and
Kerala, Tamil Nadu,
yes, yes, perhaps we North Indian, we don't understand their language. Tamil, Telugu,
yes,
Malayalam, Kannada,
Malayalam,
so many
Kannada, yes, sir.
language are there. So that and I think that student of there, they know English very well.
Yes, sir.
And
They talk either in their local language, Malayalam, Telugu, Kannada, or in English, because I also met a person from Karnataka. Okay, so
Yeah.
whenever he meets me, he always talks in English. And when I heard his English is brilliant. I was not able to talk to him very much, but he was very fluent in English. So I thought, sir, how is your English is very good. So he told me, I am from Karnataka. In our state, only regional language are there. We don't talk to the people in Hindi. I will talk to the people in our local language or in English. That's why our English is so uh, great. So I
Okay.
was very impressed that time. Okay. And
Yeah.
we people from the North India, we talk to our regional language, Bhojpuri, Angika, whatever we have language. And otherwise, we talk in Hindi. But we never try to speak in English with the people or with the teacher or with the any person. We don't try to speak in English. And there is no this type of environment of speaking English. We are very backward in speaking English in terms of communication.
Yeah.